right, good morning, everyone. The time now, 8:07. Thanks for tuning in here on First Alert Live, and we appreciate you for hopping on here this morning. Let me pull it up, too, because I know we're probably going to have a couple of questions regarding the severe weather potential, so I want to make sure we have that at least pulled up. That way I can answer that on Facebook as well. We're live on Facebook. We're also live on WMBFnews.com, so wherever you're watching this from, thanks for taking just a couple of minutes this morning to join us. We will keep this short and sweet. Listen, we know the forecast is comfortable. Our forecast is going to change as we head into the weekend, and it's all going to be because of this multi-day severe weather event that is going to be unfolding. Now, that sounds probably a little bit scarier than what it actually will be, but it's going to be a lot in the headlines, and you're going to know and hear, unfortunately, I think about some damaging wind, some large long-track tornadoes, and this basically volatile system that is working its way into an area that is prone to severe weather at this point. So multi-day, meaning from Friday to Sunday, severe weather is going to be the story basically across the eastern half of the United States. For the first day, on Friday, a level 4 severe weather risk has been issued. If you have friends and family over in St. Louis, you have friends and family in Missouri, Illinois, even in western Kentucky, Tennessee, Memphis, Mississippi, Alabama, they need to make sure that they have a severe weather plan ready to go, as a very strong area of low pressure will bring, once again, the potential for damaging winds, a few tornadoes. A couple of those could be violent, and also long track. We'll take this in, same system, low pressure moves in. We get a lot of southerly wind for our Saturday forecast, but the system we're tracking and giving the first alert to for Sunday will be working its way across the deep south on Saturday. Why does that matter? Well, look already, 3 days out, and a level 4 severe weather risk is out for the entire deep south. If you're coming in just now, this is day number 2. So Saturday would be the second day of that multi-day severe weather event. Unfortunately, Tornado Alley looks like it's going to be getting going here. The new Tornado Alley, if you will say, with large, violent, long-track tornadoes forecasted, damaging winds forecasted, large hail also forecasted, and it would not shock me, just looking at the data, if this continues to see that bumped up to potentially a level 5 severe weather risk for the Deep South on Saturday. Just a nasty-looking system. So you're tuning in. You might be saying, Andrew, what the heck does this mean for the Carolinas? Thankfully, not to the same capacity that they're going to be dealing out to the same in the West. Same system, lower severe weather threat as we go into Sunday. Keep in mind, we do not have the high-resolution data around right now. We do not have the storm fuel that they will have out to the west. Our wind is strong, but it's not to the profile that they will have in the Midwest and Deep South on Friday and Saturday. So for us, yes, a couple strong storms will be possible on Sunday. Yes, it will be breezy throughout the day, but it will be nothing, thankfully, nothing like what they're going to be dealing with on Friday and Saturday across the Midwest and the Deep South, where I am sure, unfortunately, we will be seeing reports of those large tornadoes and damaging winds. So let's take you through at least our forecast on Sunday. Our next weather maker, some of you saying, well, at least we're going to get some good rain out of this. Not necessarily. In fact, some of the models coming in this morning actually have less rain for Sunday's system than what we picked up on Monday this week. So this is going to bring rain, yes, but it's going to be coming in and likely moving out so quick that it's not going to be dealing with the substantial rain or any flooding issues. Of course, beneficial rain for the Carolina Forest wildfire. Right now, the timing, still like the idea of mid-afternoon to the evening hours on Sunday. Models still kind of weaken this system out as it works its way into the Carolinas on Sunday. That's great news. Typically what happens in past scenarios with this is you get days worth of storm energy, and these storms really blow up off to our west, and it takes a little bit for the atmosphere to kind of re-energize itself and do it again the next day. So to do what it's about to do on Friday and Saturday makes it a little bit tougher for our severe weather potential on Sunday. But Sunday will be breezy. Sunday we will hold on to gusts of 40 to 50 miles per hour. It will be a noisy Sunday afternoon, and the rain will eventually fall. Heavy downpours expected at this point, I would say, for the second half of your Sunday, potentially lingering into Sunday evening and into early on your Monday. I put this out on Twitter a little bit earlier this morning. If you're following me there on X, storm threats at this point, I like to call these the way too early impacts, simply put, because we don't have the high resolution data right now. So this is using some ensemble data, using past instances on what storms have done, and just the general feel that we have in our gut for our severe weather threat on Sunday. This, to me, screams gusty winds and heavy downpours. I think that is going to be your primary threat come Sunday. It won't be the strongest winds we've ever dealt with. It won't be the heaviest rain we've ever seen. But those are going to be the top two threats that we will see. Tornado threat could be there. Still way too early to tell. At this point, I'm not completely sold on it. And I don't think we'll have any hail to deal with at that point for us as this system works in. Today, tomorrow, Saturday, all beautiful. We'll get to that here in just a couple of minutes. Regarding Sunday, send us your weather photos. I'd love to see them. You could do that by scanning the QR code on the top, but also send us your photos for tonight. Look up tonight if you get the chance, because there's going to be two things I think you're going to want to see. First, the SpaceX launch going to be happening tonight. It was rescheduled from last night, now set for 7:26. That will be once again viewed to the southeast. If you want to see it, highly encourage you to look up for that. Also, if you want to wake up when I wake up, you'll be able to see the total lunar eclipse. It's our first one since 2022. Basically what this is, it's safe to look at with the human eye, but you can look up at 2:26 in the morning tomorrow and see this orangish, reddish, what they call the blood moon. And how this happens is the Earth will actually work in between the sun and the moon. It will cast its entire shadow on the moon, and the outer glow of the sun will give that red effect to the moon from our perspective. So if you've never seen it before, it's a really neat view. It's always early in the morning. That's the downside to it. But if you want to get up, you want to look at it, go back to bed, snap a photo and send it to us. We'd love to see it. All right, let's talk about today, because I know a couple of you all probably want to know what today's forecast is. Clouds going to be coming in as we go into the afternoon. Those clouds already a little bit more prevalent this morning. It's not going to be a mostly cloudy day all day long. There will be peaks of sunshine. Some of these clouds are so high level that you won't even notice them for the most part. But 60s come rolling in as we go into Friday. A little bit cooler thanks to that stationary front. And then, keeping an eye on Sunday. Is it the greatest severe weather risk we've ever dealt with? No. But it could be impactful and at least noisy as we go into Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. Monday, rain early. Depending on the timing of that, we'll be able to really adjust that when we get the higher resolution data starting tonight and into tomorrow morning. And then you'll notice we hang out in the 60s and 70s. More 60s and 70s going to be around through the weekend and into next week. The warmest day, no doubt about it, will be Saturday. And I know a couple of you are already asking about the North Myrtle Beach, St. Patrick's Day Parade and Festival. You're good to go. We'll give you the green light for that. Green light also for the Run to the Sun car show. That happening, of course, all weekend. Saturday's a little bit more of a gloomy one from time to time. Libby's in here this morning. Libby, good morning to you. Thank you for tuning in this morning on First Alert Live. We also have Lisa in this morning on Facebook. Of course, reminder, you can always ask your questions, tell us good morning, share this with your friends and with your family. Right now, let's take you out to our Sea Captain South Sky Cam. You'll notice plenty of those higher level clouds out there. Like I said, it's not going to ruin your day. Get outside, enjoy the weather. Yes, it's not the clear blue sky we had yesterday, but it's still lovely. We'll have more updates regarding that severe weather potential on Sunday, your weekend forecast, and of course that next Weather Maker. Everything you need to know right here on WMBF News, online, on Facebook, and also on air. We'll talk to you soon and make it a great Thursday.